If there is life out there, it is part of the same divine plan, and there is nothing to fear. Jimmy Carter. Welcome to Grimly. Now that we got that out of our system,
I'm feeling so loopy today that I'm like, I don't even know where I am with that. It's like, what is my energy right now?
Yeah, it's hard because the horrors persist, but so does Outlook. And you're like, what am I supposed to do?
I guess I just have to keep tapping.
Keep on clicking and clacking it on my fucking typeboard.
Yes.
Typeboard? Keyboard.
There are no rules. There are no rules right now.
Hi, guys. Hi, this is Grimly.
Welcome to Grimly.
We're here. We're doing it again.
This is a part 2 episode.
Yeah,
So we're on a cliffhanger.
we are. But I gotta ask, did you watch the Grammys?
I did not watch the Grammys.
I didn't either.
And I'm actually bummed. And I don't know what the hell I was doing, but I wasn't watching.
I didn't even know they were on. I didn't even know the Super Bowl's this Sunday.
Okay. Oh, wait, you don't know that the Super Bowl
I do
is...
now.
It
But
sounds like you do now.
I do now, but like I definitely did not.
I know. Well, I don't think it's like teams that are
it's on our
relevant to like
wheelhouse.
West Coast
Yeah.
people. I don't know. That might have been a crazy thing to say.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, yeah. I was like, I just haven't
two
heard that many
broads
people.
talk about football.
I haven't heard that many people really all that excited about it.
No,
This particular game.
Me
so.
either. Who the fuck knows? But
Okay. Yeah, let's talk about the Grammys then. What were you going to say?
did you see what is Kanye West's wife name?
Of course. Oh, yes. Actually, Dave and I were getting Mexican food.
Oh, okay.
And I saw it. And I was like, oh my God. Because it was on the internet immediately.
Yeah.
So then I showed Dave and our waiter, which I feel is deeply inappropriate now. But he did ask to see it a second time. So
He was like, wait a minute. He like pulls out his phone, takes a picture.
yeah, it was wild. I was properly scandalized. As like
Really?
a decently liberal. I was like, this is wild. This is
pretty
the
crazy.
wildest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't really care about the nudity aspect.
Okay.
I think a lot of people are a little bit worried about her.
I know there's a lot of
because
discourse about that.
people are like, did
She seems
Kanye
pretty-
like force her to do? But there's also been like on the other side of that people are like, it kind of seems like she was saying, no, I want to do it.
It
like in the
definitely
video.
didn't seem like a woman who didn't want to take her clothes off in front of cameras.
Yeah.
But coercive control is a thing.
Yeah,
and so it's
that's-
possible.
it's definitely an abuse
so
thing,
you're
for
just
sure.
like, just, I don't know.
Yeah. I hope it was her idea. She wanted to do it.
I'm just like actually scandalized about the nudity.
Oh, I'm not.
That amount of public nudity.
Listen, if I had that woman's body, it'd be like
kind
nips.
of an anatomically confusingly sick body.
It would be like nips and flaps all day, every day for me.
Really?
Yeah. If I looked like that woman, I would be naked any opportunity I could take.
If that's a work event. It was
They
so
weren't invited
unprofessional and
either.
crazy.
They weren't invited.
It was fucking crazy.
It's pretty fucking crazy.
Yes, we got to see the jugs of a generation, really.
yeah.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was inappropriate. Totally inappropriate.
Yeah, it was wild.
But it was fun. Well, yeah, fun. Whatever.
I mean, that's like the least scandalous thing we've dealt with this year. Let's be real.
Let it just be nudity instead of
Right.
real life horror.
Instead of like, actual horrors.
Oh.
I'd rather have horrors.
Horrors?
Not horse. I'd rather have nudity over horrors. That is what I was trying to say.
Yeah, yeah. No, everyone likes it.
Yeah.
Naked. I told you I was feeling a little weird today.
I know, me too. I think we both are.
I didn't sleep much last night.
Yeah.
I got home late. And then I was like a little kind of, razzled. And to be honest, I
Yeah, you had to fly yesterday.
had a little bit of wine on the flight.
I would too.
Yeah. So just didn't sleep well.
Yeah. As someone who's already freaked out about flying.
Oh yeah, we talked about that earlier. Yeah, it's a little scary. It's a little scary to be flying.
Yeah. Do you see the thing at SeaTac?
Yes, I did.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Lord.
I know. If you're buying plane tickets, maybe just get the insurance with it.
Oh, so that you can change your mind?
Yeah.
When you get a bad vibe.
Yeah.
A premonition.
Final destination premonition.
Yes.
Yeah. I think
you gotta trust our guts.
Yeah, I think that's where my fear of flying
2025
started, was Final Destination. The first one.
I think it's scary.
No matter what.
Yeah. It's scary because it's unnatural.
It really is. Yeah.
What am I doing sitting up here?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And yeah, it doesn't seem like it's going to get any better anytime soon.
Okay.
Which is a little, you know what? So I was going to mention this actually. I keep thinking about this book I read 2 years ago. It's called Kill the Rich. It's a fiction novel, like a science fiction.
What made you pick that up?
Because it's like the premise of this story is like America in 2038. And this president that got elected, his whole premise or his whole like slogan was kill the rich.
Okay. Things have really developed quickly. Mm-hmm. If the president's like, let's kill him.
Yeah, fuck them.
Because our presidents are them.
Yeah, exactly. We are in an oligarchy. And I think I just keep thinking about that book because of just what we're in right now. It's a really good book. It's an interesting take on just wealth and public image, you know, what people see and what they perceive and what's actually happening. I'll post a picture of it. I still have the copy of it that I own.
Sounds interesting.
It's an interesting book. It's not very long, maybe 200 pages.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a science fiction-y esque dystopian, but not really dystopian type of novel.
It sounds like it's headed in the right direction.
Yeah, I seriously, I just keep thinking about that book. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Someone could probably tell me, a therapist, I'm sure. Shout out. Let me know. But yes, you were right. We did end on a bit of a cliffhanger.
Yes.
Last time. We were back in the Barney and Betty Hill abduction.
Yes, we are.
Why? What was the pause?
I was just like, did we say all the things that we say before we start rolling into the pod?
I said welcome to Grimley.
Yes, you did. I'm Meg.
I'm Missy.
That we might have missed that part.
We missed
I was
that
like,
part.
let's walk through our script.
Our PEMDAS that we don't have.
Stupid. Okay, yes. Betty and Barney Hill had... I'm going to try to catch you up. Do you have a plan?
No, I don't.
Because I am going to work through this myself right now. Because I actually...
Sounds great.
When we sat down today, I couldn't remember what we talked about last.
Truly, we did this like a week ago.
Yeah.
Was it last week?
Actually not that long ago, but yeah.
But I mean, like we keep saying, the horrors keep persisting.
Yes,
so it feels like fucking 3 years.
It feels like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so they were driving home from a vacation.
Like a little road trip honeymoon situation.
Right?
Yeah, they've been married for 16 months.
And this thing happened to them. So something had happened. They knew it had happened. They went about their day. And I actually don't remember where we left off.
They got home and they tried to act like it didn't happen.
Okay, they couldn't talk about it.
Yeah, because every time they talked about it, like they would felt weird and woozy and weird.
And then she was having all these dreams. Okay, and then does she find a doctor and they're going to hypnotize her? Is that where we left off?
Yes, pretty much. So they went to some NICAP meetings.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the UFO groups.
But
not MUFON, NICAP. It's the other one. And they had some pretty extensive interviews with those people. And those people suggested, hey, maybe you should get hypnotized to try to get back your memories from what you don't remember, because they lost 2 hours of time after they were abducted. They were like, they saw the thing in the sky. They saw the ship. They saw the creatures.
Yeah, they saw the creatures.
And they tried to drive away. And then they got drowsy and passed out, essentially. And then they woke up and they had lost 2 hours of time.
Okay.
And they were talking to NICAP about all this stuff.
What does NICAP stand for?
Oh, fucking you're gonna ask me that. Hold on. The National Investigations Committee on Aerial Phenomenon.
NICAP. Phenomenon. It sounds extremely official, doesn't it?
It sounds very official.
It really does.
Yeah. Yeah, so they were interviewed by a Boston astronomer named Walter
It's not
Webb.
official, but it is. It
No,
sound like a
it's not
government
official.
entity.
It does sound like a government entity.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah. They were interviewed by this astronomer. He did some extensive 6-hour interviews with them.
Oh, an astronomer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's part of this group.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
yeah, so they talked about the long.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like this
so
esoteric kind of leaning.
yeah, so they talked about the lost time. Betty talked about her dreams that she was having, where it seemed like she was kind of recapping the things that happened to her.
Definitely.
But she was like, and she had the dreams for 5 nights in a row, and then that was it.
That's weird.
She didn't have them again.
That's so strange.
It's very strange. And then she goes. So they go to these meetings, then they go to a church meeting, and this is where there is that Colonel Sweat.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Oh, Captain Sweat.
Oh, respect. Wait, which is higher? I actually don't
I think
know.
Colonel.
You might be right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, they run into this guy. He is an amateur hypnotist. Didn't even know that was a thing. I guess it kind of tracks, though. I guess you could be an amateur magician.
Okay.
And they ask him about him hypnotizing them, and he was like, hey, I'm an amateur, I'm a novice, you should go to somebody that is actually does this for a job or something. Yeah, not a novice, I guess, which is commendable, I would say. And that's where we left off. So we left off before they got hypnotized.
Wow. Okay.
So I feel like that's a good recap.
It's a great recap. Lots of detail. You summed it up.
My friend the other day, wow, God, we were up snowboarding. And I can't remember what I was talking about. I think I was talking about the last time we were up at the place we were at, the mountain. And I was like, oh yeah, we did this, this, and this, and like blah, 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 list off all this stuff. You know, we drank some old wine. We sat in this lodge. She's like, you gotta use your fucking memory for good. She's like, because it's just getting wasted out here.
Really?
She's like, your recall is really intense. I don't know. Like,
That's That's like a superpower.
Yeah, it's been like a joke for a long time. I went to a friend's house for a party once, and in the background they played like 1,000 music videos, and I would like every song was like, oh, this is by this person, blah blah blah. They're like, are you do you have like autism or something? I was like, I don't think so, but yeah, my recall is.
Did you score really well on tests?
Yes, I was always good at memorization.
Really? Yeah, dude. Why don't you? We were just talking. I know. Okay, never mind.
Talking about.
I was like, why don't you be an engineer then?
I don't know.
Like professionally,
I don't have the time.
It seems like it could actually totally be in your fucking wheelhouse.
Maybe
like I want to do it, and I was like, oh, I understand because I don't want to fucking do it either. It sounds terrible.
I'm not saying I couldn't do it. I'm just lazy.
If I could remember everything, then it would be a lot easier.
I can't remember everything. I can remember a lot of stuff. So,
like notes,
I'm pretty good at. If I write it down, I'll remember it, which is very annoying because I can't just write something down to remember it. You know, some people do like, oh, I'm gonna write this down so I remember. If I write it down, I remember.
They do say it helps.
If I write it down, then I just remember.
What if you type it out?
If I need to type it out, I can remember it too. Usually,
that sounds like writing code.
A little bit, yeah. Stupid. You're so stupid. All right, let's get to fucking Betty and Barney Hill. Enough about my dumbass. Anyways, okay. So we ended with Captain Sweat being like, you guys, if you want to get hypnotized, go see a professional. And they're like, okay, we're gonna go see a professional. So we're starting with them seeing a professional. If you haven't listened to the first episode, go back and listen to the first episode of this.
I mean, listen.
Come on.
Or don't. I mean, if that's true.
If you just want to guess what happened before, I guess that's true. Yeah. I mean, you know what? It's still America and you still have rights. Go for it. Okay. Betty and Barney decide that they're going to go try to get back their memories of what happened on September 1961. That was the night it happened.
Oof, all right. I'd be a little
September 19th,
intimidated if I was
1961. So that's the night that the abduction happened. So they're going to get hypnotized to try to get those memories. What?
September 16th sounds like
19th.
Oh, it's one of the greatest days of the year. A beautiful weather.
Yeah, beautiful weather.
Yeah.
Day before my birthday. In a couple decades, but you know, we won't talk about that. Okay, so that's when they team up with a Boston psychiatrist named Dr. Benjamin Simon. And this is in 1964. And he agrees to put them under hypnosis to try to see if they can get their memories back from that night. So Dr. Simon actually didn't believe the Hill story of the alien abduction. He's like, I don't believe you, but if you're saying you're having lost time, then I'll hypnotize you and see if we can get it back. He does feel like also that they maybe need some help with the anxiety and the memory loss, kind of, because he's like, clearly this is affecting you. Let me see if I can help you. He's trying to do it for good. He's not necessarily, I believe in aliens, let me hypnotize you to regain this abduction story, which I think adds a little more credit to this, because I feel like what was the other one we talked about? Oh, the Allagash incident, where they got hypnotized by someone in MUFON, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And I don't know, if you're hypnotizing somebody that believes in aliens and wants the abduction story to be true,
yes,
it kind of takes away some of the credibility, I guess. True.
Have you ever been hypnotized?
No. Have you?
No.
I don't think I can be.
Have you ever seen anyone hypnotized?
I don't think so. You have, right?
Yes, but I think you would have been there because I'm pretty sure it was that senior event.
Oh, after graduation?
Yeah.
I went and partied.
No. Before. In high school.
Okay.
During school. Didn't we do an overnight?
Oh, I don't think I went to that.
You didn't go?
I don't think so.
Because they hypnotized and it's completely possible. You should, I mean, obviously we're...
yeah, we'll take his hand out, don't worry.
It's completely possible that he...
was faking it?
Am I insane? I'm like, it's possible that this is the way I remember it and someone else is absolutely no, it wasn't him. But I think it was him and I think he was hypnotized and I'm pretty sure that he didn't realize he was being hypnotized and he did all the things.
I definitely think there's something to it. I mean, there's people that do hypnotism to lose weight and stop smoking and with other stuff like that. I don't remember that. I think we had a very different high school experience, first of all.
I know.
I was drunk in a field and you were like going to church.
It's not. It's true, like youth groups and stuff.
Yeah, we had very different high school experiences.
Fuck. I'm like sad. I'm sad for myself. I'm like, that sounds like that fucking sucked.
You know what? You're fine. No.
Yeah, I saw people get hypnotized at
school
events and we did, flashlight tag at the church.
Flashlight tag.
Sweet. Very sweet.
It's very wholesome. Yes. Yeah. We definitely have very different upbringings.
All right, let's get back to it. Okay. All right. So
the story. I've never been hypnotized. I don't think I can be because I think you have to be willing to
There's no way anyone could hypnotise me.
No, you have to be willing. I think most women are like, no. It's like a little bit of like bodily autonomy too.
Yeah.
But like you don't get to control my functions.
Although I never tried. And I would be open to trying.
Yeah, I think I could be open to trying if I was like trying to get rid of a bad habit.
I've got a dozen I would love to be hypnotized out of.
Totally. I mean, if I could be hypnotized to think that the next 4 years are going to be fine, that'd be great.
Ooh, you can. It's just called need to be indoctrinated. You're spending your time on the wrong algorithm.
Yeah, I'm on the wrong side of the algorithm.
We can get you there in
But we probably wouldn't be friends anymore, let's figure out.
Of course.
And this podcast would no longer exist.
Of course.
Anyways, okay. So during the hypnosis sessions with Dr. Simon, the couple speak of the moments leading up to them passing out. So remember, they get in the car, they're trying to drive away because the thing is like hovering above their car. Barney's like, fuck, we gotta get out of here. And they start speeding away, and that's when they start to get drowsy and pass out. So he's trying to get them to those moments and then see if he can reclaim the memories after that. Barney begins describing that the beings that abducted them were somehow not human, is what he says.
And they were kind of scary. This their retelling is
it's creepy. Yeah.
Yes.
And they were wearing shiny black uniforms.
Okay.
And they were like 6 to 12 of them.
And they were small, right?
Yeah, and they were small. They were like 5 foot.
I would rather them be small than like enormous.
Yeah. It's like that conundrum, would you rather be trampled by... Never mind. I'm gonna shut up. Like the 100 tiny horses or one big bunny or something. Never mind. I'll edit that out. That's fucking stupid. So Barney also, you know what? I'm only to the third fucking bullet.
This is an unhinged episode.
We lost it. We've lost it. Eric's gone.
And we only are recording one episode today, so I think we're like, yeah, I can settle in.
Also, I'm pretty sure my energy drink kicked in, so I'm like, woo, let's do this. Okay, so Barney also recalls the beings communicating with him telepathically.
Wow, what did they sound like in his brain?
I don't know. He doesn't really ever describe that from what I
would
found.
need him to describe that, because does it sound like your own voice talking to you? Because imagine that you've never heard the... Okay, so for example, I'm sorry, or it's a rabbit hole.
No, it's okay.
You and everyone listening to this podcast knows what your voice sounds like.
Totally.
So if you were standing next to me and you were talking to me telepathically, I would hear it in your voice. If I'd never heard you speak, what does the voice sound like? Is it my own voice, or am I making up?
Or is it like they're making it sound familiar to you, like it's someone else's voice, like maybe like your dad, or like your sister, or your wife, or Betty, you know?
Maybe.
Some weird creepy shit there.
What I'm learning is that I've clearly never been communicated with telepathically, because maybe it's not a sound at all. Maybe it's just like a knowing.
Yeah, that's very true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like usually in TV shows and movies and stuff, it's usually just the other person's voice talking to you, right? If you watch it, like,
yes.
you know, there's some examples in like movies and stuff. But yeah, maybe it's just, you just know.
Okay, I'm going to take this moment because there is this podcast that I listen to. I don't even know if I shared it with you, but I'm like, while we're on the subject, I think it's called the Telepathy Tapes.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Hold on, let me look it up. Yeah, the Telepathy Tapes, which is getting pretty popular, but it's random and weird. And this is the kind of shit that I listen to.
Right.
It is this. Basically, it's like a study of people that are on the nonverbal autism spectrum. There are people that believe that people that know them, spend a lot of time with them, the educators, doctors, family mostly, believe that they can communicate, or some of them can communicate telepathically. And it's like an entire series about like how it seems. I mean, I 100% believe it, because you're hearing people explain their experiences with their own children, these students that they've been spending a lot of time with. And when they describe it, it kind of maybe does sound like it's just like a thing that you just know between the two of you.
Oh, well, I mean, we've all had moments, I feel like, you look at somebody and you're like, you're like, whoa.
Exactly.
You know, type of situations. And maybe it's just something like that.
I know, but when they describe it, it also sounds like words. Like they're like...
They're putting something in there.
Yeah, it's not just like, oh, it's a vibe. So you and our eyes met, I'd be like, oh, she thinks that guy's a fucking creeper. But I wouldn't know exactly what you're thinking about
maybe
him.
They're just like more intuitive then.
I don't know, but they're...
Yeah, I definitely think there's something there. I agree.
Okay, all right. So if we can do it with each other, then the beings, whoever fucking picked these two up, can clearly do it.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
okay.
So this is when Barney also draws a sketch of the creature, like what they look like. So he draws like a sketch of the creatures under hypnosis. And sorry,
you just... What is happening?
It's
what's happening? She's her hands covering her eyes, wrapped to the whole iPad.
I forgot. I forgot what he drew.
Yourself up. Okay. Someone drew something?
Yeah.
Oh my god, are you laughing at his drawing of what he saw? That's so fucked up.
It's like the eyes are... It's like... No one's home. No one's home in this fucking creature's brain.
Oh no. Oh my god. Oh wow. I mean, he's just not a very good artist. That is not a thing I want.
No, it's scary. I'm
That
sorry.
is terrifying. It looks like a gray.
It looks like a gray.
Doesn't it? Except it's got like... No. Oh my god. It's honestly not that funny. It's scary.
I'm a bad person. I know.
What would you draw? How would you draw some shit you've never seen in your life?
I appreciate you saying up for Barney, because I'm a dick. I don't know. My problem is.
It's really remedial drawing. It's honestly better than anything I could do. I'm horrific.
It's just like the merp at the eyes.
Let me see it. Let me see it again.
Okay, I'll calm down.
Oh, it is cross-eyed. That's why you're okay. Yeah, it looks like a little snake, kind of.
Yeah, it looks like a little snake.
Okay, that is this TikTok sound. I tell you,
You're not helping.
I'm sorry.
To my unhinged.
I know, but I was trying to explain to you earlier.
Yeah. Totally. Okay, I'll get it together. Anyways,
we're gonna have to scrap the whole episode.
everyone was anticipating this so hard. They're like, I'm so excited for part 2.
Well, I will shut up. We're both gonna shut up. We're gonna get serious.
We're both gonna shut the fuck up. Okay.
Yeah, do the job.
Okay, calm down.
It's honestly not that funny though. So you don't even need to be laughing this hard.
I think I'm just in that moment. Yeah. It's the horrors, they got my funny bone.
That's good. Here,
it tapped
I'm
into
pour
it.
a little wine. I'm pouring the wine.
Okay.
I need a refill. This is actually a birthday gift from some listeners.
Who's the listeners?
It's from Aiden and Michelle.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
So there's an ugly drawing.
Yeah. Ugly or it just brings me joy. To be determined. Okay. So both Betty and Barney describe being taken aboard the spaceship by these humanoid beings. Barney recalls feeling paralyzed and being led down a hallway by 2 figures. He also describes their eyes as being unsettling, large, and dark, as if they could see right through him.
Oh, wow.
Creepy.
Okay.
Betty, on the other hand, remembered attempting to communicate with the beings. She asked them where they were from, and one of them allegedly shows her a star map, which she also sketches under hypnosis.
Wow.
Which is pretty fucking cool. This is the star map she sketches.
Okay.
And we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're both under hypnosis. They both draw these weird things. One is more hilarious, arguably, than the other. Mm-hmm. And then there's also the star map. Betty's star map became one of the most fascinating aspects of this case.
I know. I'm like, where the fuck are they from?
Years later, an amateur astronomer named Margarine Fish, she attempted to match Betty's star map drawing to an actual star system and suggested that the beings may have originated from the Zeta Reticuli star system, which is over 39 light years away.
Yeah, okay.
And this is the...
Yes.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah.
And this is the star system.
Wait, she drew it and it looked like that?
Yeah.
Wait, her drawing looked like a star system that we know.
That's actually true. Not true. Real.
Okay, but she is a little bit of a...
So that's the drawing.
A space fan?
She is a little bit of a space fan.
Okay.
So this is the star map she drew under hypnosis.
It does look like it, definitely.
And this is the star map that the astronomer...
And it seems not too terribly difficult to draw a star map, and I
No.
don't know what a lot of star maps look like, but
It's
I'm like,
just
it seems like
dots
you
and
could
lines.
kind of generally memorize that if you were trying to fake an abduction.
Yeah, but could you do that under hypnosis?
I have no clue.
I think the hypnosis is the big part of it.
We need to find out if I was actually hypnotized or
Oh, that's another name I need to take out of this goddamn podcast. Okay. So Betty also talks of having an intense medical examination, and even at one point the creature's putting a long needle into her belly button.
Yes, I remember this.
Which is not good.
What are they doing with the needle? Are they taking stuff out? Are they putting something in?
Taking stuff out, I'm assuming? I would hope. Taking stuff out with a needle seems a little less long-term.
Than putting something in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she said. Sorry. Jesus Christ. Lose it. I've lost it. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay. After the hypnosis sessions, Dr. Simon writes an article about the hills in the Scholarly Journal of Psychiatric Opinion, and he states that the case of the hills in their experience was a singular psychological aberration, aka folie à deux.
Okay.
So he's saying they weren't abducted by aliens.
What do you think could have caused that?
He's saying that they basically, maybe something spooked them when they were on their road trip. And then they basically made up this story in their heads went home, went to bed, and then they had this folie à deux and basically made up the story in their brains. And they made it so intense and so believable to themselves that they actually believed it, even under hypnosis.
Okay.
We've all got skeptics out there.
I'm generally skeptical, but that also sounds like bullshit
Yeah.
to me.
I feel like there's with these stories, I feel like it's always, there's one side, there's the other side, and the middle is usually where the truth really is. Maybe they did elaborate some stuff, but maybe like really they did fucking see something. And then they like maybe were building each other up and like kind of, I don't know,
Okay,
talking about
possible.
it and gaslighting themselves and thinking something. And then, you know.
I don't know. I feel like it's either a little more simple. I feel like it's either 100% true or it's a complete fabrication.
No, I think it's a gray area.
Okay.
Now, both Betty and Barney continue to experience lingering physical and psychological effects. Barney develops a health condition that he thinks are unexplainable. And it's having painful ulcers and high blood pressure.
Okay. Could be stress, like extreme
Also,
stress.
this is the 60s. What's your diet, bro?
Yeah.
Like a bacon sandwich with some donuts or something. Maybe a cigarette with every meal. There's a lot of explanation to high blood pressure.
Ulcers, though?
Ulcers.
That's a little different.
I don't think so. I think ulcers are pretty common.
With high blood pressure? Are they like
One and the same.
comorbid?
You know what? Neither of us are doctors, so we don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know either. I don't know. Great talk.
We got that. You got it.
So
Clip it.
that should be a sound. You just saying clip
Cut
it. Anyway, Betty became deeply involved in UFO research after this. She was like interested before because her sister maybe had some sort of experience, and she was always kind of tiptoeing around
it comes back to that. I told you that it runs in families. It tends to in UFO or abduction lore.
Yeah, totally.
I already believe it happened to them. So, by the way,
Yeah, I'm not
100%.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say that I don't believe it,
I know
but you know, I'm just trying to get both sides of this argument.
it's true.
So she becomes a little more involved in UFO research. I think before she was just
Naturally.
like, maybe just was like, oh, this is interesting. Maybe like more like us.
Yeah,
We're like, this is an interesting thing. We're not like going out there and doing like research, right?
you're not.
So she remains a firm believer in extraterrestrial encounters for the rest of her life, while Barney was more reluctant to embrace the full implications of their experience. What? The fact that I could say implications?
We are just such a complete mess today.
I know. This was your idea.
I know.
After these hypnosis sessions, they kind of recover their memories. They're both like, this is what happened. Barney is like, he doesn't really want to talk about it. I think he kind of just wants to move on with his life.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yes.
Betty's a little bit more like,
traumatized.
I want to understand. And those are two very common responses to trauma. You either want to forget about it or you want to like deep dive into it, I think, for people.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like they both have an opposite reaction at the end of the day.
That's
after
hard.
their hypnosis
That's
sessions.
challenging.
Yeah. The Hills were willing to talk about their experiences with friends and family and would occasionally give an interview to UFO researchers, but they didn't talk publicly about their experiences up to this point. And this was like mid-60s. So they had the hypnosis sessions. Betty gets involved with a UFO organization. Barney's like just trying to move on with his life. They share their story with friends and family. And occasionally they'll maybe talk about it with smaller groups of people that they know. But then this is when shit kind of hits the fan for them, I think, essentially. When they become like world renowned, this is like the biggest UFO case we've ever heard type of situation. So October 1965, an article is released as a front page story for the Boston Traveler with the title UFO Chiller. Did they seize the couple?
Okay.
So this article included notes from the hypnosis sessions, which is fucked up because I don't know if they gave consent for that, and the interviews the Hills conducted with NICAP.
Wow.
So this journalist went in and got all the information from these other people, not the Hills.
Okay.
Which is kind of fucked up, I think.
Well, I feel like that just lends more credence to the fact that they really
Yeah.
experienced this and weren't
Yeah.
complicit.
Yeah, I think so. But I also just,
It's also fucked up.
I think it's just fucked up.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Completely fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the doctor had put that journal, that scholarly journal in the psychiatric opinion about the Hills, but who's reading scholarly journals except for other psychiatrists, right?
It did have me question whether I should be reading scholarly.
I'm sure there's some interesting,
That's why I'm like, am I missing out on some tea over there? What am I missing?
probably. Yeah. It's also all very dry. As someone who's read scholarly journals for research papers for
Ew.
college stuff.
Boring. Icky. Hate it.
Yeah, totally. It's not as sensationalized, I guess.
Do you know what I did for college?
What?
We made soup stocks. I filleted some fish. Did a nice fucking creme brulee.
Sounds lovely. After this Boston Traveler releases this article, the article is then picked up by United Press International, which causes the story and the Hills to gain international attention for their abduction story. So this is when it blows up in 1965. So 4 years after the incident, which I agree.
Re-victimized
Yes.
by the public.
Yeah, and I agree.
Yeah.
It definitely does add some credence to their story because,
It does for me.
yeah, because they weren't publicly talking about it.
Yeah.
You know, I just think it also is a little fucked up that
Oh, it's completely fucked up.
they were like, oh, by the way, we're doing this. I'm sure they weren't informed.
No.
They probably had people showing up one day being like, want to talk to them about this. Like, how the fuck do you even know about this, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Which is not cool. This is a picture of them with an article written about them later.
Yeah.
They're like, well, I guess we're famous now, which is
It's so
weird.
sweet.
Yeah.
But they're still there together. I know it's only 4 years later, but
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
just like, you know.
No,
I don't know. You could go completely berserk after something like this.
That's true. Yeah, they could have that trauma really separate them. So after the article's released and more interest has grown in the Betty and Barney Hill case, tests were then done on the dress. Because remember, we talked about the dress of the first episode
Yeah.
that was torn and had like pink powder on it.
The pink powder is so strange.
I agree.
Okay.
Betty, so she had worn this dress on the night of the abduction. And the night of the abduction, she comes to, the dress is torn on the hem, specifically where the, not the hem, the seam, where her zipper is. There's tears on that. There's tears on the dress. There's also a weird pink powder on the dress. Originally, Betty was going to throw it away. She was like, I'm going to put this in the closet, actually. So she puts it in the closet. And then after this article comes out, everyone's like, okay, well, you have some physical evidence. What's on the dress? And that's when she's like, okay, here's the dress. So thankfully she kept it. Oh. So between the 1960s and the 1970s, Betty notices the pink powder had settled on the dress. So it wasn't like immediately after there was pink powder. It was like, after she like kind of took it back out from wherever she had in her closet.
Okay.
So some UFO researchers and scientists test the substance, the pink powder, but its exact composition was never definitively determined. So they actually don't know what it is.
Okay.
So some tests suggest that the fabric had undergone some kind of chemical alteration, not like a normal dyeing fabric type of stuff or bleaching or anything.
What else could?
But there was something chemically going on with the dress that was weird, essentially.
Almost certainly. Okay,
Yeah. But there was no known substance at the time between the 1960s and the 1970s. Could they figure out what the substance is? The pink powder. They're like, we don't know what this is. Also, the dresses had some sort of weird chemical thing happen to it. Reaction, alteration, something. Something going on with the dress, essentially.
I have a zillion questions about the dress that we cannot answer, so I won't just ask
do
them
you
all.
just have them in general? I mean, you can ask.
No, I just
I can
have to know
speculate.
like how they would immediately know that there was like I can imagine that there was a chemical something if she was abducted. Clearly some kind of weird things
Right.
are happening.
Yeah.
But like, how are they looking at this piece of clothing with this pink powder on it? What else? How else do they know? Does it look different? Is there a textural change? Is it like radiating? I'm just like, this is
You're like, what does the powder look like? Is
just
that what
what
you're
does
asking?
the dress look changed at all? Like, how
Oh.
would they other than the color of the pink powder. I'm like,
Yeah.
how would they know?
I mean,
And
they
they
probably
couldn't
tested
just,
like the
Could be chalk.
threads.
It could be like
could
what-
be a powdered donut.
it could just be so much.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. I just don't have enough information on
But they
the test.
tested the chemical composition of the
And
powder.
they couldn't even determine what the chemical composition of the
No.
powdery substance was. Nobody knows, or there's not even theories of like it's close to this and this.
No.
It was just like, we don't have a goddamn clue what this powder is.
Yeah. That's from what I've read.
Okay.
And I mean, this is the 1960s and 1970s. Science has come a long way.
Okay.
But that's the initial testing. They're like, we don't know what this is, essentially,
Okay.
is what I got from it.
All right. I'm going to try not to swear so much. I'm very fired up.
Swear?
Yes.
Now? I'm not going to try to swear now?
I don't know. I don't know if you listen to this. and
51
you're like-
episodes later? I swear more than you do.
You do?
Yeah,
Well, you talk more than I do on the podcast.
that's true.
I'm
Also, my favorite word is fuck.
all right. So the dress is an unknown pink powdery substance.
There's more stuff about dress. Between the 1980s and the 1990s, additional fiber and chemical analysis was conducted of the dress. And this is including it going under a UV light, and it's revealing unusual stains.
Okay.
You think
I
about.
know. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about that woman also.
And there's also weird degradation of the dress in specific areas.
Why did you let me ask the same questions and you had the answers? In the
I
next
forgot. I
bullet?
wrote these notes like 2 weeks ago.
I was like, you are answering my questions, bitch. What are you doing?
I wrote these notes like 2 weeks ago. Get off my back.
Okay.
so
We're on this really closer together.
fiber analysis indicated that the dress had been subjected to stress and
Yeah.
exposure to some sort of unknown agent.
Ooh,
So
and
they're like,
their whole bodies, not just the dress.
yeah, the dress
Wow.
is just like a breadcrumb, right?
Christ.
So they're like, okay, there's still like a lot of unanswered questions, no matter what, unfortunately, with the
yeah,
dress.
of course.
But I'm just, so the reason why I put the dress stuff in here is because if I listened to this and someone didn't talk about the dress,
You'd be annoyed.
I would be annoyed.
Okay.
Exactly. I'm trying to
I'm having a
annoy
great time talking about the dress.
myself. Yeah. So
I want
in
to
the
see the dress. Do we have photos?
I don't.
God damn it.
I'm sure there probably are some.
Yeah.
It's hard because like you can Google it, but you get like a hodgepodge of bullshit, and I can't figure out which is the real thing.
Got it.
You know.
Okay.
So samples of the dress were analyzed in the 2000s for traces of biological material, such as skin cells or other weird foreign substances. However, the results were inconclusive because how old the samples were now. It's like the science caught up, but now we can't test for the things that we want to test for, unfortunately.
Okay.
Ultimately, the dress is tested a few times, but no notable evidence is really found because the science caught up, but it was too old, the samples were,
Okay.
which sucks.
Yes.
Damn, if we could have time traveled with the dress to like now
That's true.
from the 1960s, be like, hey, what's on this shit?
Yeah.
You never would have known.
It's
you know?
true. If we lived in Rick and Morty land,
Yeah.
then everything would make sense.
So there are more articles written about Betty and Barney and their claims of the spacecraft, abductions, and what they experienced during their abduction. It becomes one of the most biggest inspirations for aliens in pop culture.
Yeah.
That was a really weird way of saying that sentence. I'm losing my goddamn mind.
No, we're just keep moving. We're
Yeah.
good. It's fantastic. I'm with you.
I'm like reading this like I don't know English, and I don't know why.
It's just that usually it's fresh on your mind.
It is usually more fresh. You know what? That recall isn't working today. Oh no.
Oh, that's okay.
I was like talking myself up, being like, I remember everything I write down, blah blah blah. This is my retribution for talking highly of myself.
That's so sad.
Oh man.
All right, what's next?
Okay. So with the international attention that this case is getting, it's becoming a huge pop culture thing. It's inspiring lots of sci-fi stories, movies, books, TV shows. It's a big fucking deal. It's like the biggest UFO case. I think it's probably the first one.
Yes, this is the biggest.
Yeah. With that, more skepticism is also growing as well for
Yeah,
what
reasonably
actually
so.
happened that night. Yeah, I mean, listen, I love a good skeptic. Hence why we're friends. We're going to get into some of what the opposite side of the tale, I guess, more of the skeptical side of what people think actually happens.
I like that.
So some argue that the couple, exhausted from their long drive and possibly under the influence of stress and sleep deprivation, misidentified a celestial body, perhaps Jupiter or some sort of aircraft, as an unknown flying object. And that the stuff that happened during their lost time was in fact some sort of short-term folie à deux.
Insane. Stupid.
Which is kind
is
of
the
what we were
worst.
talking about before with the Dr. Simon,
Yeah.
the hypnotist. I also agree. It sounds like you can't be skeptic to that point. You need a gray area, like I said before. I think it's somewhere in between the two.
Okay.
I definitely think something happened. I definitely think they saw something. I definitely think there was some abduction happened, but I do think that maybe they fabricated some other things in their minds, whether that would be because of the creatures that abducted them, they created the fabrication, or it's because they actually experienced it, could be up to debate. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
I hear what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah. Others suggest that Betty's dreams influenced their hypnotic recollections
Oh, okay.
of the abduction, because remember, Betty was talking about her dreams before they ever got
Okay, so
hypnotized.
this actually would make a little bit of sense to me. I could see this.
I agree.
This is better.
I think
It's sad, but
it is sad. Yeah, I keep thinking about the what was the other one? The Allagash incident, where we talked about, because they had the same dreams and they didn't talk to each other. I think that's the
Yeah.
most compelling part about that case.
see, same the dreams.
Yeah, the dreams is weird, but the fact that
theme.
Betty was talking to Barney about the dreams and then they get hypnotized and they're kind of thinking the same stuff definitely is like a, ooh, I see what you're saying type of moment.
I don't think it takes it away from them, but sure.
Yeah.
But then she would still have to be lying.
Yeah, for sure.
So it goes back to me. Like for me, it goes all the way back to it's either true or it's a lie.
Yeah.
And someone is manipulating.
Something.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry.
But for the record, I think it happened.
Yeah. It was noted that she had recurring nightmares about alien encounters in the weeks following the incident. And some researchers theorized that these dreams may have had planted false memories that were later brought to the surface under hypnosis, like we were just saying.
Okay. Sure.
Whether or not the dreams are real, she still talked about it with Barney. It kind of like fucks up the whole hypnosis thing, right? I think in my brain, it's like you need to control an experiment, and the control usually has to be like there's no control now because
Yeah.
she's talked about it with Barney. Whether or not it's what happened, who knows? So, additionally, some psychologists argue that Barney's description of the beings, particularly their large wraparound eyes, closely resembles the aliens depicted in The Outer Limits, which was a TV show at the time. And the episode they're talking about had aired weeks before the hypnosis sessions. And this is
That is
goddamn
interesting coincidence.
yeah.
Oh,
So
it
the
does
top
look
is from the
like
Outer Limits episode, and the bottom is what Barney drew.
it does look like it.
The picture that made me lose my
looks a
goddamn
lot
shit.
like it.
It looks a lot like it.
Oh, that is damning.
But it could be also that thing. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I want to believe them, because I do believe them, but I'm not trying to be like disregarding this. It could be that maybe the creatures that abducted them projected the image into his brain to be like, this is what you remember now.
Could
Are
be.
you tracking what I'm saying?
Yes, and I think I'll raise you one. I think it could be they're okay. Like super esoteric. The second time I've said it in this episode. Okay, imagine that they are. Okay, they exist on a plane. Maybe that's so different from your own reality. Interdimensional. What's happening to them is happening,
Yeah.
but also what's happening to them, someone driving by might not see. Do you know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
they're like in a field,
It's almost like a
it's happening on a
multiverse
Yes.
situation. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so maybe they are such an entity that there is no physical presence.
Yeah.
And maybe this is what our brain it's like an amalgamation of all the information that we've gathered over the course of our lifetime on this planet.
Yeah.
And that's a projection of that. It's sort of like how we can materialize or imagine what's happening, or just make sense of what's happening to you in such a situation like that.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of what I was saying too, is maybe it's just he was familiarized with this and his brain can't actually piece together what he actually saw.
Yeah.
And therefore it made it look like this.
Like, and I'm like, how much mental gymnastics did we have to do just to make sense of that? Because that is damning.
It is pretty damning. I agree.
That is a big weight on this. Yeah. On the skeptical side of this.
Yeah. It's a red flag for sure.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. I feel like there's something in the middle. And I'm not saying he did this to be like nefarious about it. Like they weren't making up a story, right? Because they never really went publicly with it.
That's
the
true.
public went forward first, and then they had to kind of like step into that public eye because they were forced in.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. It's damning. I would agree, but I don't think maybe in a way that it's not a gotcha.
No, it's not.
It's not a checkmate.
Right. Like, what was
not
the
a
motivation? Because
if they were writing a book or had a movie coming out or something,
yes,
about their experience, and they were talking about it, and then someone looked up, what the fuck is happening over there? Okay, now we're recording. Okay. Sorry, guys. Meg's husband, Dave, just scared the absolute shit out of both of us. That was good. That was fucking good.
And it actually wasn't scary, but
it was just like... So to give you an idea of what just happened, we were sitting in the living room, and around the corner is her dining room, and there was a light on, and all of a sudden we were sitting here talking about fucking...
There was no light on. He turned...
Yeah, sorry, the light was not on the chandelier, but it starts flipping on and off.
Yeah, all of a sudden in the middle of our alien chat, or like trying to conceptualize whether they exist or not, and then the light of my dining room chandelier starts blinking seemingly by itself,
because the light switch is not in our vision.
Yes, because there's two light switches, one in the dining room and one in the far side of the kitchen. It turns it on or off.
Yeah.
And so he was trying to signal to us, I have to come in and I'm gonna make noise.
Scared the shit out of both of us.
Yeah, because we were like, what kind of magic is this? Because you have me convinced that you believe that there are ghosts following you, or that you're haunted.
That I am haunted, yes. We'll talk about that one day.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I don't think so, and that's further proof. But for a split second, I was like, oh my God, she's telling the truth. What the fuck?
I had to take off a layer of clothing. I got hot. I was like, oh my God.
We both just like...
And we're already pretty unhinged right
Silenced.
now. Yeah, shut us both up for once.
All right.
Okay. Where were we? Okay, so we were talking about the Outer Limits TV show. We're talking about the alien, the drawing from the TV show. Oh, yeah. It's very similar. Whether or not that is a red flag or something that is a checkmate.
It's a point to be considered.
It's a point to be considered, I think. So the Hills case was heavily publicized again after journalist John G. Fuller wrote The Interrupted Journey in 1966, which is a book that detailed their experience. There's a whole ass book about this that they did not write. I think it's something to be said. They were not trying to get like public fame from this. Yeah, they're not thirsty. The story was further popularized in 1975 with the release of the television movie The UFO Incident, starring James Earl Jones, Darth Vader himself, or Mufasa, as Barney, and Estelle Parsons as Betty. And Estelle Parsons, I think most people would recognize her now as the mom from Roseanne. Like Roseanne and his mom from the
Roseanne's
TV show.
Mom.
Yeah.
I don't know her.
Oh, that's what I knew her from. She's still alive. She's like 98.
Nice.
Yeah. She's still kicking. Interestingly, the Hills never sought fame or fortune from their experience. Unlike later UFO abductees who profited from book deals and speaking engagements, Betty and Barney were reluctant to discuss their experiences publicly. This has led to some UFO researchers arguing that their sincerity lends credibility to their story. And I think so too. It's like the fact that like they weren't trying to get famous from this.
It does for me.
Yeah, I think so. In fact, Betty and Barney only came forward and talked to the press after those news articles were published, like I said before. And yeah, I think that's credibility. Barney dies of a cerebral hemorrhage in 1969 at the age of 46, which is sad. And Betty never remarries and continued to be a huge celebrity in the UFO community until her death in 2004 at the age of 85.
Wow.
Yeah, she lived an entire life after he died.
I know.
And never got remarried. It's very sad. Yeah.
But also,
Yeah. She got a good love story.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was both of their second marriages.
At that point, she's, you know what? I tried it twice. Like, what?
She's like, I found my person. We had this weird abduction story. He passed away. Now I'm just going to commit my life to...
There's not a chance I'd get married a third time after that.
No. No. And yeah, like then she just kind of became involved in UFO communities after that. She's like, that's what I'm going to focus on. Which,
interesting.
and because she was kind of famous at this point. Like she probably just got speaking engagements and stuff after that. Okay. So what really happened to Betty and Barney Hill on that September night, 1961 is still unknown. Were they the first documented victims of an alien abduction, subjected to terrifying experiments and then released with only fragmented memories? Or were they simply an exhausted couple who mistook an aircraft for something out of this world, with stress and hypnosis filling in the blanks? The truth may never be known, but their case remains one of the most well-documented and debated UFO encounters in history. Even decades later, their experience continues to fuel speculation, research, and countless theories. Whether you believe it or not, one thing is certain. The night of September 19th, 1961 changed the lives of Betty and Barney Hill and how we see the stars forever. And that's the Betty and Barney Hill abduction.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We should do applause. That's I don't know which one it is.
Oh my God, we got through it.
I always feel like I need to give applause after. You know what?
What?
We got through it.
Snaps, we survived. Snaps, you survived this fucking episode. Thanks for staying. Jesus.
Thanks for staying.
Oh, we were so unhinged.
We just gotta cut it. Thanks for being here.
Chef's kiss.
Thanks for providing.
Yeah.
Any final notes?
I think I'm going to go back to, I think it was a gray area. I think they definitely were abducted. I think some shit happened. I think maybe they fabricated some stuff in their brains.
Okay. Was there some information you did not talk about? I feel like there was not a lot about their retelling other than this is what they looked like.
I think that was more in episode 1 with the dreams and stuff.
Did you go into detail about the dreams?
I feel like we went into some pretty good detail about the dreams.
Was there a sexual component to the stories? Not that you told, but I'm like, did you come across any of it in your research?
No, like Tibet.
I'm like, where do we get that lore of
the probing?
Yes, I was like, was there probing? And right, sexual's not right, but it feels that way in the abduction lore.
There's so many jokes about the probing.
Exactly. So I'm like, where was that in there? And then you just didn't talk about it
anywhere.
Okay. I'm like, where is that coming from?
The only thing that really kind of is in that realm is when Barney was talking about he kept checking his genitals and his crotch.
So I'm like, I swear I'm recalling that there was a link to that, but maybe
that was like later someone added that in because I didn't see any of that.
Okay.
I mean, who knows? We should figure out where the origin of that stuff comes from.
I'm like, where does that come from? It's got to be from someone's.
It could have just been like a joke that someone wrote. Like Johnny Carson.
And it just, maybe.
And then like it just
now it's just a part of our consciousness.
Yeah. And then Family Guy like also makes jokes about it,
Literally everyone that talks. It's the first thing you think about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't see that in any of my research.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm not saying that's not out there. But the only thing that was like kind of in that realm was with Barney talking about that stuff. Yeah. And then Betty with the needle in the belly button. That was a big thing for her.
Interesting.
But yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe it's in the book. I didn't read the book, obviously. I didn't have time for that.
I'm just asking if you saw it and you intentionally, like, I'm not going to talk about that.
No.
Okay.
I would definitely brought that up.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
I know.
I said nips and flaps in the wind earlier.
I remember it.
Don't think I'm above it.
Precisely.
Oh my God. Anyways, we're gonna get the fuck out of here because we clearly need to.
Let's have some of that.
Yeah. Thank you for listening, especially to this one. Jesus.
Sorry about it.
Yeah. Rate, review, all that fun stuff. Tell your friends, tell your wife. Yeah.
Bye.
Until next time.
Stay grimly curious. Oh, Christ.
Jesus.
Thank you so much for listening. Music by Alex Kingston and Adam McKinnon.
For podcast photos and updates, follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Grimly Podcast.
Be sure to rate and review, and we will see you next week for another episode. Bye, bitch.